Hey there, innovators. Welcome back to Innovation Cafe. Today, we're welcoming YouTube creators in particular because we're diving into an amazing story about how 3 people created the platform you are watching right now, and they transformed a simple idea into the world's largest video sharing platform. We'll explore the inception, the challenges, and how YouTube revolutionized the way we consume and create content. The story begins in 2005 with 3 former PayPal employees, Chad Hurley, Steve Chen, and Jawed Karim. They were frustrated by the difficulty of sharing videos online, and they envisioned a platform where anyone could upload and share videos easily. Now, legend has it, and I'm sure the founders actually know, that the idea was partly inspired by difficulty in finding and sharing videos of 2 things: the 2004 Indian Ocean tsunami and Janet Jackson's wardrobe malfunction at the Superbowl. Ironically, under YouTube's content guidelines, I'm not quite sure that they would find that Janet Jackson video today on YouTube.
Different day, same friendly neighborhood inventor. I was wrong. That video is on YouTube in direct violation of their own content guidelines, which gives you a pretty good idea about how inconsistently the guidelines are applied. And now back to the regularly scheduled video.
In February 2005, they registered the domain youtube.com and began developing the site in a tiny office above a pizzeria in San Mateo, California. On April 23, 2005, one of them uploaded the very first YouTube video, and it was titled Me at the Zoo. And it was a 19-second clip at the San Diego Zoo. Now, we're going to employ fair use here and show a tiny snippet. This is a pretty humble beginning for the launch of a platform that would change human knowledge and, honestly, cat videos forever. YouTube quickly gained popularity because it had a user-friendly interface and the ability for anyone to share content, and I might add, a relatively lax approach to copyright enforcement. And the combination of those things caused the site to just rocket. By December 2005, it was officially out of beta, and it was around 8 million views a day. And it was around then that the concept of viral videos emerged. So you had clips like Lazy Sunday and one of my favorites, Charlie Bit My Finger, and they spread rapidly, millions of views. The surge demonstrated the platform's potential to connect people globally through shared experiences. By November 2006, Google acquired YouTube for $1.65 billion in stock, in Google stock, in 2006. Imagine what that's worth now. It was the company's largest acquisition at that point in time. The acquisition provided YouTube with resources to expand its infrastructure, improve its technology, handle the skyrocketing user base, and, not to be put to the side, defend against copyright lawsuits and figure out a way to make peace with copyright holders. Now, it turns out that this was a peace that would come at a great price for the copyright holders, as we see an entire generation now turning to YouTube as their primary source of entertainment. And the copyright holders who were so upset about YouTube in 2005 are now streaming their stuff on YouTube in order to get some advertising revenue. So it's interesting how copyright works sometimes, but it was a pivotal moment for YouTube. This is what solidified YouTube's path to becoming a global powerhouse. Now, YouTube didn't just change how we consume content. It changed how we create it. YouTube empowered a new generation of content creators, ordinary people who built careers around their passions. It's worth looking at and bears repeating. The creation of a new platform will cause an incredible amount of innovation around that platform. So the first platform that allowed truly easy sharing of video, of course, generated a remarkable amount of innovation, and it also marked the transition from one-way video content communication to 2-way. What do I mean? I mean that if you disagree with something I'm saying in this video, you can make a comment, and I will most likely read that comment and respond to it. And that's true across the platform. It, in some ways, democratized not just content creation, but access to content creators. And I think that's amazing. And I do really appreciate, very popular and famous YouTubers who are still willing to talk to their audience. This is not something that used to happen with broadcast movies and TV. Once these resources were in place, thanks to Google, YouTube moved pretty quickly to innovate. In 2008, they supported high-definition video. In 2010, they started to support 4K video resolution, which was really ahead of its time at that point. And in 2011, they rolled out live streaming, which I still have to get around to doing one day, but that allowed live, real-time interaction. Again, democratizing content creation and making it two-way. In 2015, they introduced YouTube Gaming and YouTube Red, which is now called YouTube Premium, and they diversified their offerings. Now, here's something interesting. Once you have something premium, you know that you're onto a product that is going to start to monetize in a serious way. And it, of course, has. It's huge. And these advancements catered not just to evolving viewer preferences, but also catered to people who wanted to be at the forefront of new media. Now, this wasn't without its challenges, though. There's that old saying, with great power comes great responsibility. I'm not sure everyone follows that rule, but it is true, though, that with great influence, so too comes great responsibility. And YouTube faced some real challenges. The first, how do you balance free expression with the removal of harmful content? And second, and it's pretty related, no advertiser wants their ad showing up on a video that is contrary to the core beliefs of that company. So YouTube started losing advertising revenues. And because of how it functions, one of the main amazing things about YouTube is it learns you as a consumer, and it starts to show you more and more of what you want to see. And this does create a little bit of a risk of creating an echo chamber where you only see things that are similar to the things you saw before. But it's important to understand this is all done algorithmically. So the algorithm is designed, I think, to maximize viewer engagement and therefore the ability to sell ads and to sell premium subscriptions. Now, a problem with that is some of the most engaging content is built on lies. Some of the most amazing content is simply not appropriate for all audiences and would certainly not be appropriate for advertisers. So their algorithm has to figure out a way to promote interesting content, but not content that's interesting for the wrong reason. And I think that they're still struggling with that. YouTube addressed all of these issues with stricter guidelines, constantly changing algorithms, and increased transparency into how the algorithms work. As of 2023, YouTube has 2 billion, with a B, that's about 1 out of every 4 humans on Earth, logged in monthly users. It's a platform for education, right here, music, entertainment, social impact, and honestly, cute dogs, cats falling off of counters, skateboarders ending up hitting some parts that are really susceptible to pain. I mean, there's fail videos, there's scam baiting videos, there are educational videos. It's got a really amazing ecosystem of content. My respectful suggestion would be that YouTube prioritize educational content a little bit more, but maybe that's just because I have an educational channel. In any event, YouTube has fundamentally changed how we share stories and how we connect with each other, and we owe a debt of thanks to those 3 founders above that pizza shop for having the vision to make this happen. Looking ahead, YouTube is still innovating. Virtual and augmented reality. You have VR videos now. They've picked up on short form videos, a little bit behind TikTok, but they still did. And they're really working with offline features and data efficiency to improve the reach in parts of the world where information is much harder to come by because of poor connectivity. Their attempt to adapt ensures that it remains a vital part of our digital landscape. So let's rewind. Okay? We start out with 3 people who are probably sitting around over lunch going, I tried to get that video of Janet Jackson at the Super Bowl, the wardrobe malfunction. I couldn't do it. I couldn't find it anywhere. What's up with that? And then someone else probably said, yeah, and I was trying to upload a video and I couldn't figure out how to get this uploaded on the website. You know what? We shouldn't just sit here and complain about it. Let's do something about it. And that right there is the difference between an innovator and just some person. The innovator looks at something wrong and says, how can I make it better? And that's what they did. And yeah, they're sitting pretty now with a bunch of Google stock, and I think that they have earned it, and they've made everyone's lives that much better. Can YouTube continue to innovate? Yes. Should they continue to innovate? Yes. Should they take seriously their social responsibility? Yes. And I think the good news about that is that they're already doing all of those things. We might not agree with how they're doing them, but the fact that they're paying attention to them is the main thing that we need. So thank you, innovators, for creating things like YouTube. I can't wait for one of the people watching this video to come up with the next big thing that will change my life and the lives of everyone on this planet. You're creative. You can do it. We're in it together. Let's solve problems together and make the world a better place for each other. This has been Innovation Cafe, signing off till next time.